You've probably heard this one before. Study right before bed and it magically sticks. Fall asleep on your notes, wake up a genius. Sounds almost too good to be true, right? Your brain quietly working while you dream. But does it actually work, or is it just a myth? Books on one side, sleep on the other. Which one really wins? Let's dig into the truth. Myth or reality? Let's find out. This idea is older than you think. Even centuries ago, people believed sleep held secret power. Some thought knowledge could simply drift into a sleeping mind. Fast forward to the 1920s. Inventors dreamed of teaching people while they slept. One machine promised to whisper lessons all night long. Crowds were amazed by the idea. Soon, real laboratories started testing it. Scientists whispered words to sleeping volunteers. They hoped the brain would simply soak it in, but the results were underwhelming. Still, the myth refused to die. By the 1950s, sleep learning records were sold everywhere. Play a language course, fall asleep, wake up fluent, or so they claimed. Advertisements promised effortless genius overnight. Pop culture ran with the idea. Movies showed characters acing exams after one night of headphones. It became a beloved shortcut fantasy. But by the 1960s, real scientists started asking harder questions. They hooked sleepers up to brainwave machines, and the results sparked serious debate. Newspapers couldn't stop talking about it. The myth spread across the entire world. Different cultures, same dream, learning for free while sleeping. Even spy movies got in on the fantasy. Audiences loved the idea of secret knowledge downloaded overnight. Decades later, the myth simply changed shape. Vinyl records became sleep learning apps. One tap and the promise felt the same. So, did science ever actually prove it true? Here's where it gets interesting. Deep inside your brain sits a tiny structure called the hippocampus. While you sleep, it becomes surprisingly active. It starts moving memories into long-term storage. Sleep isn't just one state, it has stages. Your brain cycles through light sleep, deep sleep, and REM. Deep sleep is where the real memory magic happens. REM sleep helps with skills and emotional memories. So here's a real scenario. A student reviews flashcards in the evening, then goes straight to a full night's sleep. While sleeping, those facts get quietly reinforced. Now compare that to a student who studies, then stays up all night. Exhausted, running on caffeine, brain foggy. The next morning, both take the same memory test. The well-rested student consistently remembers more. This isn't just one study, it's been replicated for decades. Researchers keep finding the same pattern. Sleep after learning strengthens memory. That part is scientifically solid. During sleep, memories are literally transferred and organized, like filing loose papers into neat folders. Your brain becomes its own librarian overnight, sorting, labeling, and storing information. In one clever experiment, scientists used scent as a memory trigger. They paired a smell with learning, then replayed it during sleep. The sleeping brain lit up in response. The next day, recall was noticeably better. In another study, a sound cue was used instead, a specific tone linked to information learned earlier. Playing that same tone during deep sleep reactivated the memory. Scientists call this targeted memory reactivation. It's not just facts, physical skills benefit too. Musicians who sleep after practicing show real improvement. Their fingers seem to remember more precisely. REM sleep appears to fine-tune motor memory. Even short naps can help. A quick nap after studying can boost recall. The brain doesn't need a full night to start organizing, just enough rest to lock things in. Athletes use this trick too. Practice a move, then nap on it. Many report sharper execution afterward. Muscle memory seems to benefit from sleep as well. Across dozens of studies, the pattern repeats. Sleep after learning boosts recall by a meaningful amount. This is one of the most consistent findings in memory research. Students, athletes, musicians, the effect shows up again and again. So yes, this part of the myth checks out. Sleeping after you study? That really does help. But here's the twist. What about learning something completely new while asleep? Like playing a language course through headphones overnight? Turns out that part doesn't work the same way. Your sleeping brain can't properly encode brand new information. It's simply not built to absorb fresh facts while unconscious. Researchers have tested this again and again. New words played during sleep rarely stick. Back in the 1950s, real experiments tried to prove sleep learning worked. The results were disappointing. Volunteers couldn't recall anything taught while they slept. The original sleep teaching dream basically failed. Modern scientists are very clear about this. You cannot learn brand new material while unconscious. Students hearing this for the first time are often surprised. This specific claim? Officially busted. There's another problem too. Playing audio all night can actually disturb your sleep. Instead of smooth sleep cycles, you get constant interruptions. And interrupted sleep sleep makes memory worse, not better. Studies show sleep quality drops with background noise. Even soft audio can prevent deep, restorative sleep stages. Poor sleep quality cancels out any potential benefit. You wake up tired instead of sharp. Then there's the classic cramming mistake, stuffing your brain with information minutes before bed. This often triggers anxiety instead of calm. Stressed brains struggle to fall into deep, restorative sleep. Stress releases a hormone called cortisol. High cortisol levels interfere with memory consolidation. It's like jamming the door to memory storage. Calm, relaxed states work far better for memory. So there's a key difference to understand. Actively reviewing material before sleep? That helps. Passively playing new audio while unconscious? That doesn't. One is real science. The other is wishful thinking. Researchers stress this distinction constantly. Reviewing before sleep works. Learning during sleep does not. It's a subtle but crucial difference, and it's exactly where the myth gets twisted. Unfortunately, some apps still exploit this confusion, promising instant fluency or effortless mastery overnight. Most of these claims aren't backed by solid evidence. Consider that a big red flag. It's also worth noting people sleep differently. Light sleepers may benefit less from these effects. Deep sleepers might see slightly stronger results. Individual differences really do matter here. Media headlines love to exaggerate this topic. Learn anything overnight sounds exciting, but it's misleading. The real science is far more modest, somewhere between a wild claim and a boring fact. Actual memory improvements from sleep are noticeable, but not miraculous. A small, reliable boost, not instant genius. That's still genuinely useful, just not magical. Understanding the real numbers helps set realistic expectations. So where does that leave us? Somewhere between total myth and total reality. The truth, as usual, is a little more complicated. Let's put it all together. Time for the final verdict. On one side, learning brand new material while asleep. On the other, reviewing material, then sleeping well. These are two very different claims. Split the myth right down the middle. Half busted, half confirmed. This is officially a partial myth. Not a full yes, not a full no. Reviewing your notes before bed? Backed by solid science. Learning new content while unconscious? Not supported. Put those two pieces together and you get the real answer. Study actively, then let good sleep do its job. That combination is where the real benefit lives. From vintage gramophones to modern brain scans. From stressed out cramming to calm, confident review. History chased a shortcut. Science found something more honest. Book, moon, brain, headphones, all part of the same story. And now the official verdict. Stamped, sealed, and scientifically supported. Half myth, half reality, mystery solved. Before you go, here's a bonus fact. Even astronauts use memory science in space. Reviewing mission notes before rest helps them retain critical steps. Zero gravity, same brain rules. One clever study used a simple lavender scent, paired with study sessions, then replayed during sleep. The same scent was used again during the actual exam. Students who used this trick scored noticeably higher. Even a short 20-minute nap can help. Just enough time for your brain to start organizing information. Nap takers often wake up sharper and more focused. A quick recharge for a tired memory system. So here's the simple takeaway. Review your notes calmly before bed. Aim for a full, restful night of sleep. Skip the sleep learning audio. Save it for daytime study instead. That's the real secret to remembering more. If this helped you, you know what to do. Hit like and ring that bell for the next mystery. Myth or reality? See you in the next one.